Okay, so we've got the basic core structure in place, but how do we tie it all together into some sort of comprehensive workflow and make it all work? Okay, so we're going to go back to our original example. We're teaching a guitar course here. Again, this could be anything, but this is the example that we're going to stick to for the purposes of staying consistent throughout. So first, we've got Module 1, which starts out as its own course. And then there's, 10 subheadings below that, which we're giving away for free. And then every time we add to that, we're going to be increasing the value by $10. So in this example, Module 1 was all about buying a guitar. And there was 10 subheadings below that. Okay, so the first one, Module 1, buying a guitar, the first subheading was where, as I recall. Okay, where do we buy a guitar? Do we buy it online? Do we buy it at a local music store? What are the advantages and disadvantages of both, right? What do we do after we shoot that video? Again, that video is no less than about 5 minutes, no more than 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be. It can be. If you run a little bit over, it's not critical. Again, avoid the temptation and urge to use any fancy equipment. Speed is the name of the game in this example, and you want to hold true to that. Set up some lights if you can do it quickly and make it look better, but anything that's going to be time-consuming. No fancy editing equipment, no fancy cameras. We're talking about a mobile phone. That's it. We're just putting up the content to get it done, to test it, and everything that we do is likely going to be redone later on in the future. So after you get this video shot, what are you going to do with it? Well, you're going to do 3 things, okay? The first is going to be to send it to your external storage. So that could be a solid-state hard drive, okay, because you need to store your content. That could be your cloud-based hard drive, right? So that could be Google Drive. That could be your Microsoft Drive. That could be Dropbox. It could be any one of those combinations or all of them. Because, you should have one backup of all of your content. That's a good idea. But in this case, it's not so critical because, again, this is not, we're not doing anything earth-shattering here. This isn't an independent film that we're going to be entering into Sundance. This is a, 5 to 10 minute video that we just threw together real quick. If we had to reshoot something, we could. But it's a good idea to store it. The second thing that we're going to do, really simply, is we're going to upload it to our course platform. We're going to upload it to whatever platform that is. And sometimes, instead of doing it directly upload, we're going to upload it to a third-party platform, and then we're just going to put the embed code inside of the course platform. That's how we do it when we custom build it. So there's several different applications available for creating courses. Some we recommend and prefer, and others we don't. But when we build them, we usually build them custom because it allows us the ability to add other courses to it congruently, to tie things together, to scale it out, and to have full control over the design and the capabilities. So we like that idea. And typically what we do is we'll upload it to YouTube, but set it to private or whatever YouTube calls that, so that nobody else can see it. And then just embed it into the course platform. This allows for faster load times, which is a better user experience. We don't always do it that way, but most of the time that's how we prefer to do it. So we have it up into the course platform, and here's the part, this is where it gets tricky right here. There's a third thing we're going to do with this video. What are we going to do with it? We're going to upload it to a private Facebook group. Now, this is not your group. You might have a successful group with, tens of thousands of people in it. That's fantastic. This has nothing to do with that. This is a brand new group, and it's set to private, meaning nobody in the world can find this group or see the content in this group unless if they're added to this group. Okay, and I'll explain this in greater detail later on, but every time you complete a video, it's going to be uploaded to this group, and it's going to live there also. Now, with that said, we're going to move on to the second part, which was what? The parts, I believe. We said the parts of the guitar, right? Guitar parts. What is the body? What is the neck? What is the fretboard? Where's the volume control? The pickup switch? What are pickups? All those things, right? And we're teaching that. Oh no, we're on buying a guitar. Buying a guitar was the first one. So I guess I'm probably wrong about that. Oh, I just erased everything. So we've got buying a guitar. First was where, right? And then the second was what was the next thing? Buying a guitar. Let's talk about pricing. You know, maybe that's the second part of this module is pricing. How much should you pay for your first guitar? You know, how to recognize a good deal, right? And again, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to upload it to storage. We're going to send it to the platform, right? And then we're going to send it to the Facebook group. And then we're going to move on to the next one, and to the next one, and to the next one, and each one of those videos is going to be uploaded to these 3 places. And that's where we're going to store and catalog our content. And I'll go into more detail about what to do afterwards and why we're doing some of this, especially this elusive Facebook group here, which we're going to talk about real soon.